Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, overnight we've got corn, soybean, and soybean meal prices lower. I think that we're getting, again, some month-end and year-end type selling, and we're also seeing some long liquidation, taking risk off in front of this week's critical USDA acreage and stocks report. As far as the funds are concerned, right now we show them to be long about 130 beans, 60 meal, 70 oil, which is down quite a bit from their high. Still long 380 corn, and now net short 3,000 Chicago wheat. And as far as the numbers are concerned, when the USDA comes out on March 31st, the trade is expecting 90 million bean acres, 93.2 million corn acres, 45 million all wheat acres, 31.8 spring wheat acres, and 31.8 winter wheat acres, and 11.6 spring wheat acres. As far as stocks are concerned, 1543 in the beans versus 2255 last year, 7767 in corn versus 7952 last year, and 1272 in the wheat versus 1415 last year. And obviously, anything below those numbers would be friendly to the marketplace. Anything above would be negative. From a weather standpoint, it's still dry in Brazil. Argentina weather is okay. I think that for the spring, most of the U.S. will see spring rains and planting windows to get the corn crop planted on time. Might be some delays in the Delta where it's too wet right now. The northern plains still dry, and the key is whether or not they get some rain over the next 14 days to help with the planting. But long term, it looks like their spring and summer might be drier than normal. Europe's dry, Ukraine's okay, and most of Russia still has a snow cap cover and still waiting to see what kind of weather they have this summer. We also note that the Ag Secretary today talked about maybe reopening the CRP, Conservation Reserve Plan, acreage. Right now there's 20.7 million acres in the program that's not being planted. 3 million expire this fall, 4 million expire in 22, and Congress limit on the number of acres in the CRP is 25 million acres. So we'll see if that has any impact on total planted acres down the road. Outside markets, stocks are lower. There was some concern about one large hedge fund liquidating their positions and what impact that could have on banks. And they're starting to refloat that blocked vessel in the Suez Canal, and they hope that high tide it can move and allow over 400 vessels to begin moving again through the Suez Canal. So again, choppy trade going into the report, some risk being taken off. And if we have normal spring planting weather here in the U.S., I doubt if we break out of this pretty wide trading range that we are in corn and beans. And I would think that we would also hug the lower end of the trading range in wheat until after the wheat harvest. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day. And remember, always treat people like you would like to be treated yourself.